I see that you just got done releasing a new movie. Well, what was it called again? I forgot the title of the name.
The one you saw, the Blu-ray,
Yeah.
is called Pomegranate. It's actually like 3 years old.
Oh, okay.
I just came up upon a memory in Facebook and reposted.
That's cool.
I currently am in a movie called Cocaine Roach.
Yeah,
Uh,
Robert Parham.
yeah, and it is about to hit streaming services soon.
Okay.
And then I'm also in another Robert Parham film called The Thirst. It's a vampire movie.
I thought so. I was like, the thirst, the thirst. I know that movie. One of my friends is in it. At Nakia.
Oh yeah, I love Nakia.
I
She
actually,
plays my wife.
huh?
She plays one of my somebody that I turned into a vampire.
That's awesome. So, how long have you been in the film industry?
In the film industry, I started acting in the year 2000, and
Okay.
I was my intention was to pursue film acting. I started doing theater though, so that I could build a resume.
Right.
I fell in love with theater pretty instantly, and I more so have pursued that since I've been acting. But when I moved to Sacramento, as there is now such a um, good film community
Right.
building here, I just started getting a lot of opportunities, much more so than when I lived in LA.
Oh. Oh, really?
Yeah, so I still don't really pursue film,
Right.
but the the opportunities.
Right. Absolutely. And I saw that you do makeup. So you do makeup. You do makeup. You're a model. You're act, bro. Like, so what else do you like? What else are you in, do you do? Are you into? Because like, it looks like you have a plethora of a resume of things that you know how to do.
Yeah, I've always done a million things, but I don't. I my first passion was photography from high school,
Right. Nice.
and through photography, I started learning how to do makeup just because I felt it was a necessity for my pictures to
Absolutely.
the quality that I wanted, and then I kind of just broke into a career doing makeup in 1995, maybe.
Right.
And it took off for me really fast.
That's awesome.
My first job was with Queen Latifah for Harper's Bazaar
She's
magazine.
my crush. If I ever get the chance to meet her or work with her, I'm just gonna just
Yeah, she's awesome. Like everybody, like
and down to earth.
falls in love with her immediately. She's
Absolutely.
the definition of charm and charisma. But yeah, it took off really fast for me, and it became my career for really just a few years, and then I got signed with the modeling agency
Okay.
and started auditioning for commercials, and that's when acting had always been something I wanted to do, but I think I could do it because I was really introverted when I was younger.
Right.
And when I started auditioning for commercials, I thought, yeah, I could do this. I thought that was acting.
I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you. Like certain commercials, I was watching one with I saw one with Jake Gyllenhaal, how he has a new clone and he's saleable. I'm like, what does it got to do with your clone? Oh, so, but yeah, I mean, I do feel like commercials do some type of acting in the sense if in a sense depends on what the commercial entails.
Yeah, usually it was just for me, I was going in, reading one line, and I thought, oh, I could be an actor. And then I got cast in a play, and I realized I didn't know anything about acting or the craft. And I was terrible. And I was really determined after that experience that I was going to learn and become great.
Yeah, I'm proud of you, by the way.
So I thank you very much. Acting is my main focus and priority, and also my nail polish line.
Yeah, I saw it. I was like, okay, yeah, no. So, how did that nail polish line start? That's just started in your home, or somebody give you an idea, or
I started polishing my nails because when I would do photo shoots as a model, my fingernails grow really long and thick. I'm lazy about cutting them. So I started polishing them
okay,
so that they would at least, look, um, yeah, not,
yeah, it's not. Yeah, that's.
it looks
I think
bad.
that's dope.
And through that, on Instagram, nail polish brands started reaching out to me and sending me their polish to get photographs and content of. And
Got
that
it.
kept building and building. And I thought, I should have my own nail polish.
Nice. Yeah, I see that. Like, how does the process? Like, how's that process? Like, do you have to smell? Do you have to do like certain type of smells, or do you have to do like how to mix and mesh colors and anything like that?
Yeah, I make it all at home and with my own two hands. But yeah, it's about kind of mixing the colors. I usually have a color in mind, and then I'll try to create it through the pigments and the formulas.
That's amazing.
And then I'll bottle it and label it and everything. I'm not doing private labeling where you just, give them your logo and they make everything.
So,
Yeah.
everything you do it for yourself.
Yes.
That's dope. That's truly an artist. That's truly artistry right there. I want to ask you like, so what would your like if you was a if like what is your all time favorite goal as far as acting goes? Like, what is your favorite? What type of character would you want to play?
I would love to play like a serial killer or being a vampire was a dream role for me. That was something
Okay,
I always felt like I would be good for. And Robert saw the same thing in me. So
that's
uh,
dope.
I can't really. I just like to play characters that are three dimensional, or they have
Like a complicated.
yeah, they have something to say. They have a life experience that somebody can maybe relate to. I like when I watch films, whether the character is good or bad.
Right.
I like to see characters that are human either way.
That's dope. Yeah, because I know with me, I wanted to do film, but I was too shy because I used to I still stutter, but I used to stutter way worse than I did now, and then I found out that James Earl Jones, Samuel Jackson, right? James Earl Jones, Samuel Jackson, Steve Harvey, David, or it's another guy. He was in Death Till Dawn and some other films and Little Nicky, and there's a plethora of other actresses who started. I'm like, huh?
Yeah, a lot of
What?
them got over the stuttering from it.
Yeah, and so are you thinking about like writing your own films as well, or
I don't really consider myself a writer. I wrote a play before and ended up producing it in LA. It was in that experience I realized I don't have the passion to be a writer.
right? Yeah, it takes a lot.
Yeah, and I've taken screenwriting and playwriting classes, and yeah, and I realized, oh, just like every art, it's a skill, and it's also something you have to be passionate for. Otherwise, you're never going to finish what you start.
What about to say? So the difference between screen and stage, what are the difference and similarities do you see?
um, I don't think I see any similarities other than both of them have a script and an actor and director. But with theater, in stage, there's an energy that you get from the audience, and it's not just the applause and the validation. It's also the journey they're on it with you, and you can feel them going up and down, and you can feel their emotion being connected to what you're doing, and it's just a really good feeling, because you are there to tell a story and try to impact people in some way and leave them with something.
Right.
And so you can feel it when it's happening in the moment on stage. And that, I don't know if that can be duplicated in any other genre or career or whatever. But with film, what I like about film is you get paid more for less time.
That's always a plus.
Yeah. And sometimes, I might just be in 2 or 3 scenes and maybe film them in one day.
Right.
And be done. And theater is like at least a 2-month process.
Oh, what? Really?
Rehearsals and performances. And, but also with film, in film, when you're an actor, you're considered the talent, and they treat you as such.
Yeah.
Like, make sure he has water, make sure he's okay. Do you need this? Do you need that? So I kind of enjoy that every now and then, because in theater, it's like, sit down, shut up, wait till we need you. You're more of a worker.
Right. I remember way back, I forgot what year it was. It was the I was in one movie. I was the extra. It was a movie about a plague, or I forgot what it's called. It's with the guy who played Morpheus in it. I forgot what the name of the movie, but I was in that movie. Oh, Contagion. I was in the movie Contagion, and it's weird where, like, yeah, they'll call you when they need you, but they will treat you. They'll treat you, depends on what I feel like, what depends on what level you are. They'll treat you as such.
Yeah, because if you're an extra, they'll treat you worse than a slave.
I'm sitting there making. I'm sorry. What did you say?
That I used to hate being an extra. I don't like being talked to any kind of way, or feel like I'm unimportant.
Right. Going forward in your future, like where do you see yourself in the next year or two, in between the next year to the next 5 years? Like where would you like to be at?
Well, I want, in the next year or so, I would like to see, I am going to expand my nail polish line into makeup and cosmetics. I kind of always saw myself having a cosmetics brand. So
Nice.
I had a makeup career. And acting wise, I really don't know. I don't have the kind of goals and like a dream role, for example, like I used to. I kind of feel like I've done most of the things I set out to accomplish.
Okay.
I never had, once I realized what acting was, I never had a desire to be a movie star.
Okay.
Most people that I know that know I'm an actor, they assume that's, people will come up to me after a show and be like, you need to go to Hollywood. I'm like, I grew up in Hollywood.
Right. So you grew up in Hollywood. It's like, nah.
Yeah.
Good.
So it's kind of like, I feel like I don't want to sound like a pick-me, but I'm on a different path from a lot of the actors that I know, because I really just enjoy the experience and the craft. I just want to continue doing theater, branch out into different cities, and I would love to get paid to work and travel more.
Maybe here's an idea for you. Maybe, like, the more you dive into theater, maybe you can find out what goes on behind the scenes and find a way to help them to get paid more and stuff like that. just an inspiration.
Yeah, well, they have a union, so
Okay.
there are caps and expectations of what people get paid.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Unlike film, you can't just walk in and demand $20 million.
I want $30 million. Blacklist him. Uh, but yeah, I've noticed that a lot of actors and actresses don't even live in LA anymore. Like a lot of I don't know, Ellen DeGeneres and her partner, they moved to like England or somewhere like outside of the United States and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And it's like times have changed.
yeah. Because of technology, you really can be anywhere.
Yeah.
My agent is in LA, and
Okay.
I'm here, so and that wouldn't have ever been possible like 10, 15 years ago.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. 15 years ago, I was probably in college and like about like 15 years. I think I was in college 15 years ago. But yeah, but it's also it's definitely great to hear and see what you're doing, venture big things. Oh, I meant to ask you, what brand did your nail polish get picked up in? Like what brand picked it up?
Right now, I'm still in indie nail polish brand, and I have my own online store.
Okay.
My nail polish brand is called Victorious,
Oh yeah.
VICTORYUS, and that's where my online store is.
Absolutely.
And but I'm working towards building it to the point where I will have it in stores eventually and physical.
Nice.
I would love to get it in Target and maybe Sephora if they're not on the brink of closing.
Ain't no way. Ain't no. Hey, bro. You know what? Who knows? Maybe what you're doing can help them with their capital.
Hey, maybe.
But I was gonna say it's been a pleasure. I just want to thank you so much for being on my show.
My name is Tory Scroggins, and you are watching Access Entertainment.
I appreciate you.
So
Thank you
thank
very
you so
much.
much.
Bro, absolutely. Thank you.